A2theK. WrestleMania 40 has been, has gone. Was it the greatest WrestleMania of all time? Let's discuss it, shall we?
Okay,
let's talk about it.
It's weird. It almost feels like I felt like it might have been controversial to be like, no, right? Because it was a great WrestleMania, but then there's like 40 years to pick from. So like, it's only getting harder to say, is it the greatest of all time, right?
Well,
surely.
I mean, it couldn't get much harder for me when I was watching. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Unfortunate picture on the screen as you say this. I don't mean it for that reason. But let's kick off with match number one.
Nightmare fuel.
Cool. Night number one. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. Banger. Of a match, Anthony. Banger of a match.
Quality match. What a way to start the show.
It wasn't Rhea and Charlotte.
No.
Just going to say.
No.
But
we have had Rhea and Charlotte.
We have had Rhea and Charlotte. And if they said we've got Rhea and Charlotte at home and they presented us this, it would not be the same. But I'd still be happy with it, you know? It's kind of what I feel about this
match. I may have been slightly disappointed if this had been the end of Rhea's run.
Yes.
But Rhea's run.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
But Rhea continues her run.
She does.
I'm pleased with that. And overall, they put on a hell of a fucking match together.
Yeah, it was brilliant. As you say, right decision. Rhea should have continued, and she has. And then she got belted in the head with a chair by Liv Morgan on Raw. So, pretty good. So that looks like the direction we're going now.
The chairwoman.
Love a bit of Liv. Oh, no, don't do that. You know how that panned out for the last guy.
It's like, oh, crap, he must be in creative.
Although, perfect 10. It makes sense.
Nice.
Awesome match. Made up Rhea. Got the win. I think Becky is going to be taking some time off now for a book tour and all that good stuff as well.
I believe both the plan is for both her and Seth, isn't it? To have a bit of time.
I believe it is.
No spoilers.
Although to be honest, we do this all the time. But at this point, if you've not seen WrestleMania,
if you're watching this and you haven't watched Mania,
are you listening to this or watching this for? Yeah. Shut us off. Go and watch it. Then come back.
We'll wait.
Anyway,
it's about time.
Sorry, that would be brilliant. But yeah, so awesome opening to WrestleMania. Set the precedent, I think, for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
quality match. We then went into another match I thought was really good. To be fair, tag team. What would you even call it? Six-way tag match. 6-way tag team. I like the way they did it as well. They split the titles.
Multi-man. Would it be easier to say
multi-man?
I can't understand if that's a superhero or some sort of product you get. Some sort of product that is being sold on late night telly. It feels more like, buy the new multi-man. Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, digression.
I like the way that they had it set up as 2 separate.
Do you not think though that made it, because they don't normally do that, it made it super obvious that they were splitting them though?
Yeah, I do. But at the same time, I think that's the way you should do it. Like, you shouldn't just have to climb the ladder once and win both sets of belts, really.
No, I totally agree with the idea.
If you're going to be that dominant, you climb up, you grab them, you climb down, you climb up, and you grab the other ones.
But I do agree with the idea. I just think because they did it at Mania, it kind of made you signpost to the fact that they're going to split the titles.
Yeah. I think
it's a bit weird for them to be so obvious about, like, well, you have to climb the ladder twice and get both, and then they retain both.
It would be. What? I think with Michael Cole as well, explicitly calling that out and being like, both sets of titles will be on the line, and you'll have to climb up and get one. So
I think if they wanted to be like just anarchists, they could have done a blue one, a red one, and a blue one, a red one.
That would have been pretty cool. I mean,
so you're forced into a tag team that you didn't want.
Like, I've already revealed this epic secret now. So when WWE do it, because it is brilliant, then I'm going to take all the credit for it. But what they should do one day is have one person grab one title and one person from another team grab another title, and it turns out that they should have been a team all along. Scissoring. when the acclaimed come to WWE, that's what they need to do. But in this match, 2 epic sets of new champions, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a good move. I think this can freshen up the tag division. I think it's needed it for a while. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many tag teams, is there? So now 2 of the 6 that they've got are champions now, which is great. But awesome Truth. R-Truth got his Mania moment, so made up for him. And people want to shit on Theory and Waller or A-Town Down Under.
Gross.
Well, Vince isn't with the company anymore, so whether
is Vince people? Because Austin was a Vince guy.
This is true. It's all making sense.
This isn't a selfie. Sorry, God.
God.
Anyway.
So, yeah, new champs. It was good.
Yeah, good match.
Before we get...
what do you make of the... There was this... Sorry, I know you've tried to skip. But
Okay, we'll skip back.
what did you make of the whole... people have been a bit commenty about the ladder nearly giving way. And they're like, oh, that should have been changed out a lot sooner and it was dangerous and all this. Like, do you think... Because it is a difficult one to call at the time. Do you think Damian did anything wrong there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? It's
shit,
fine.
Shit does indeed happen.
So we're good. Then we got the LWO kind of against Legado del Fantasma, kind of, except also not because...
Except, well, you know, Andrade.
Yeah. And there's Wild Andrade. Dom, who's in the Judgment Day on a completely different show, is once again involved with his deadbeat dad.
Even though they haven't really had him care about his dad for a while, but let's make it a thing right now.
Yeah. And also you had Carlito literally right there as like, I'll be your tag team partner, Ray. And he's like, fuck you, Carlito, I'll go with Dragon Lee. Oh, he's injured.
He's like, I really need to find a tag partner. And Carlito's there like...
just there, just holding his apple. It's like, yeah. And he's like, I get Andrade. Why not? And then we didn't even get any kind of fucking turn or anything, so who knows?
I'm actually not sure
what that was all about.
What Carlito's back for.
Me neither.
Like, does he wrestle now?
I think he's had like 2 matches.
Like, I was super excited for him being back. He was awesome.
Yeah. Well, he's like proper built and ripped, and I was like, he could come back and have a proper US title run.
We knew he had the charisma to be a big star. Like, we knew that way back when.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's not come back and been something. And again, it's just the Rey Mysterio show. Like, no, all due respect, most people aren't really giving a shit about the LWO, right? Andrade's return's really been kind of nothing, hasn't it? Because they've gone, well, let's put him with LWO because let's do that, right?
Kind of feels like there's a bit of a theme going on here, doesn't it?
What's the theme? But again, it's all about Ray, innit? I don't know. I don't like it.
But didn't some shit band ever want to do with Forgotten About Ray or something? Wasn't there a song?
Are you thinking of Forgot About Ray?
No. I'm starting to worry about Ray.
Like they forgot about Ray.
Yeah. We can never fucking forget about fucking Ray, can we?
Everybody loves Raymond.
But yeah, so we had this match.
Is he Raymond?
Imagine that.
Mysterio.
Imagine that. Well, Mysterio is his actual last name.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with Mysterio. I love the mundane mixed with the exotic there.
Yeah.
Raymond Mysterio.
What do you make of the celebrity involvement here? Now, obviously, completely wasted on us, I think, because I was like, what's a Travis Kelce?
Yeah, that might have been quite an American thing.
Yeah. So,
I mean, yeah, cool. I mean, it's no Bad Bunny. But...
Well, exactly. Like, did it need it, though? Did it need some NFL players dressed in lucha masks?
It already had too much going on. Don't think it needed more.
And yet, a whole lot of nothing at the same time. Interesting how they achieved that. Speaking of things that had a whole lot going on and delivered a whole lot of nothing, I feel so bad about this because...
Did he split his pants? I think he split his pants.
Yeet. Yeah. So, look, this is the third brother versus brother match of Mania now. Obviously, Brett versus Owen was amazing. Matt versus Jeff was okay. Jimmy versus Jay. No yeet, unfortunately, for me.
No yeet.
I think it proved why they've been tag team wrestlers their whole lives. I don't want to shit on them. And the weird thing is now as well is how do you reward them for what was a pretty lackluster match, in my opinion, is you give Jey Uso the number 1 contendership on Raw.
You have to justify him being main event Jey Uso by pretending he's going to have one.
Yeah. Well, no, for me, this was just a load of super kicks and a whole lot of nothing else, which is a shame because this could have set
I'll be honest, it's that boring and that lackluster now that they're not even super kicks, they're just kicks.
Average kicks.
No, it under-delivered for me. Like, this is still echoes of the older WWE, not classic WWE, the older WWE, where it's like, let's force a nickname, and it still pisses me the fuck off.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, sadly they're a great tag team, but the solo stars is not so much.
No.
The only solo star they've got in the family is
Solo. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Brilliant. Then we got this match, which was okay. So...
I'm going to try not to talk too much shit about this, right? It was an okay match. Wasn't bad by any means. I don't think there was any story behind it.
Anyone who's listening as well, because we do this a lot. Damage Control.
Sorry, the Damage Control
versus Jade, Bianca, and Naomi.
Yes. And sadly, I don't think there's any story to it, and I think they've just. I think. Do you know when you see a certain match and you go, they've had the finish in their mind. That image there that you've got on the screen, that's what Triple H had in his mind, and they were quite lazy about how they got there. They just wanted that moment, and that moment is well deserved. All these women are super fucking talented, right? But they wanted that image for WrestleMania. Look what they've achieved, and that's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, did any of them really have any beef with Damage Control?
Yeah, they tried like towards the very end. Like there was Jade rocked up backstage a few times and looked at them. So okay, we've got that. And then Damage Control beat down one of them, and the other one tried to help them and make the save. And like I don't really trust EO and things.
No story.
No, not really.
Shit, don't want it.
And I get your point as well. Like it does feel like this was thrown together as a way to obviously celebrate what 3 of these women have done to introduce Jade on a grand stage as well, which I think it delivered. But at the same time, it did feel kind of lazy in terms of how they got there, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the gripe I've got with it. It was a. I'm not going to even lie and say it was a great match. It was a good match, and that moment is awesome, and that will probably be iconic in WWE history in terms of imagery.
Yeah.
Right, but I just wish there had been a bit more story, a bit more purpose for them fighting Damage Control.
Yeah,
But hey,
agreed.
And like, can't have everything.
And like, are we going to get any follow up to this as well? Like that'll be the proof in the pudding, won't it?
Well, true. Yeah,
is it just dead in the water now, or are we going to get something off the back of it? Let's see. But I can't imagine there's going to be a whole hell of a lot off the back of that. Oh, the pain in the glavin.
It's difficult because I don't hate Sami.
No, I love Sami. Sami was brilliant. The stuff he was doing with Roman, fantastic. Got behind him. He was a little legend. Should have been Gable.
And this is the thing. It's about moments, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was Gable's moment. And I don't know why they've done what they've done. I know Sami is arguably more of a draw because of the Roman stuff.
But that's why this would have made Gable a draw.
Exactly, but this is where you build people. And it's such a shame. Such a shame.
Friend of the show, Kurt Angle, who's up there. Right there, that picture behind Anthony. Had him on the show. Spoke about Gable with him.
Yes, we have.
Sees a lot of himself in Gable, and I think we do as well. He's certainly shown a lot more charisma with the whole shoes thing and everything. And I feels like they've just kind of dialed him back down again now.
Yeah.
But there was a point in time when the fans wanted him. I think. I know, obviously, I certainly did. And it's like, it puts Sami in such a shit position because they clearly decided to go with Sami for some reason. And then he's really not getting the just rewards from it from the fans.
No.
And then imagine having that conversation with Gable. Well, like, yeah, on paper, it should absolutely be you. Everyone wants it to be you. But now we can go with Sami. Okay. Yeah. And what we're going to do is going to make you like his little coach. It's like, it's going to fucking may as well be Shorty G again next week. You know what I mean?
The thing.
You just ruined the guy.
Sadly, I think they've took the wind out of the sails a little bit. So even if we have Gable versus Sami now, it's not going to be the same.
Well, that's what we're getting. But it's in Montreal. So unless they do something amazing and have like some sort of Montreal screw job and turn Gable heel, that's the only way they can.
The Montreal shoes job.
Fucking Nick Khan, Triple H, you heard it here first. The Montreal shoes job. Fucking love that, you know. T-shirts and everything. Make it happen. But yeah, that's the only way they can salvage it. I just think what a damn squib for like people that are losing their minds about this as well. Like the entrance was epic. Obviously, you know, with his family and seeing Kevin Owens in the tunnel and everything. Yeah, it was amazing. It's a great moment for Sami. Love Sami. It just shouldn't have been him. And for Gunther to just lose just like that, it just wasn't enough. Whereas him and Gable have built up this story for so long, that would have just felt just. Whereas this is just like, well.
And to be honest, like this is where I get what they're doing with Gunther, and Gunther should absolutely be a world champion in the future, and they're probably setting him up for moving on to other things. But then even that, I'm a bit nervous about the championship scene now, because it's like, do you want to ruin Damian's push? Do you want to ruin Cody's? Like, I feel like there isn't really space for Gunther to do anything right now, anyway.
No, and like it'd feel a bit weird for him to have this undefeated streak for so long, and then all of a sudden he challenges, he loses against Sami, challenges one of them and loses again, and it's just like he starts losing regularly now. Would feel odd.
Exactly. So it's a difficult one.
That's the problem when you have these super long title reigns like that. Is when you lose.
Yeah.
How do you?
Well, it's the thing because it's not as difficult for Roman because he's gonna have some time now. So then you kind of you don't go, what do we do with Roman? Like, you let him go and have a drink on the beach or whatever he's doing. Whereas Gunther's going to carry on working, isn't he? So it's going to be a bit weird.
Yeah, and I think, like, don't get me wrong, you'd make an incredible foil for Cody, but I just can't see him doing anything there. And it's like, if you did that with Damian, then
yeah, I don't know.
Was it heel versus heel? Is
Gunther face? Who do you really have for Damian right now?
Yeah,
main event Jey Uso,
obviously. So yeah, should have been Gable. Main event was epic. Gotta say now, The Rock has not lost a step.
No.
In fact, he looked like The Rock of old. You've seen him a couple of times in versus Cena.
Awesome, and
he didn't look the same. Rock, this felt like old school Rock. He'd put the work in, so hats off to the guy.
Yeah, he's been in the Iron Paradise, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah, he certainly has. But I loved it, and I think it did everything right. It set up. I mean,
although seriously, there's some BDSM going on around there.
What?
Just fucking whipping with belts again.
Yeah.
Will you stop it?
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think there was enough of that though.
Enough whipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't give me as much as I wanted. I think with The Rock going into this whole thing
awesome,
yeah, 100%. No, I just think like with how much The Rock like put behind this whole Mama Rhodes, I'm gonna whip your boy with this belt, Mama Rhodes. Just hit him a couple of times. It was kind of I don't know. I expected something a bit more like what he did, where he bloodied him and everything. I thought that was coming, but
honestly, that would have probably had a more powerful message on night one. Maybe they didn't want to do it because they knew they had to go into night two and they didn't want to make any risky decisions. But like, how impactful would it have been if he'd have like beaten bloody on night one, and you think, oh fuck,
yeah,
like,
no chance now. Because they kind of tried to do that story with Steph, didn't they? Ultimately,
yeah.
But we will come on to that. But yeah, fantastic main event for night one, and it definitely set the scene. Got super pumped for the opening match of night two. Drew McIntyre.
What a brutal looking kick right there.
He's such a sexy man, Drew.
It's like, and after that kick, he won.
And he certainly did, and I was very happy for a second.
I must say, I thought Carl's gonna hate this. He's gonna hate this forevermore. There's no way that Carl's not gonna hate this. But I kind of think like this setup for him and Punk is fucking brilliant. To be honest with you,
100%.
I didn't expect Punk to screw him over.
No,
and I did not expect, because I'm not even sure by the seams of it. I'm not even sure the plan was the way it went. I think Damon's been an opportunist and Punk was just being an ass. And Punk's obviously loved what's happened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even think it was like an evil plan or anything.
Yeah.
But I think that makes it even better. Punk saw an opportunity to knock his ass over on the table.
Yeah.
And then Damien's like, actually,
well, exactly.
the whole thing fucking brilliantly executed.
But like, obviously, as much as it pains me to see my boy lose his title so soon after he just won it in front of the fans, he got his moment, and then we've also created something now where him and Punk have got stuff, him and Damien have got stuff.
He also, he got screwed, so him going back for the title is feasible.
Yeah.
How fucking brilliant is Drew as a heel, though? Did you see the tweet he did during the match?
What, yeah, bored at work or whatever, yeah.
Like, he's such a fucking bad troll. I fucking love it.
I love him. Like, well, whatever version of this character, I hope it just continues forever because he is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Even like literally, he lost all his luggage on the way over to Philadelphia, so he didn't have any of his gear or anything. And he was like, "CM Punk, can I borrow some of yours since you're not going to be at the show?" You know, that kind of thing. So even just stuff like that. Did you see at the little press conference he did beforehand as well? He literally brought CM Punk some cupcakes from Mindy's Bakery. It's just like all these little things he doesn't have to do, but it's brilliant.
Just icing on the cake.
Yeah, I love him, but yeah, as much as I
wasn't upset. I wasn't upset with this. I thought this was fucking brilliant.
And to be fair, it let Damien have his moments. Have I put a separate thing on here for Damien? Yeah,
I'll be honest, I honestly didn't think Damien's cash-in was ever going to be a good thing. And this has probably been one of the better cash-ins we've seen in years.
Yeah. So. Well, that's it. This, along with kind of Seth Rollins at 31, are the two that make you think, like on the grandest stage of them all, literally came down and made it happen.
Yeah. And I think, because this will be good for Damien, I don't think they're going to do him just a transitional champion. I think they're going to see how he can run with it. But I just probably one of the better executed Money in the Banks right there. So
yeah, definitely.
Fair play.
So yeah, as we saw though on Raw, CM Punk screwed Drew again. Now Jay is next in line to be, the first in line to be Damian's opponent.
Because main event Jey Uso couldn't win it by himself.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good considering. Then we got the Final Testament versus the Pride. Snoop Dogg was involved for some reason.
I had a nap about this time. I don't know what happened.
Right. Where was Devon?
Don't know.
So,
I was asleep.
You have Bully Ray or Bubba Ray involved as the special referee, which comes out of nowhere. So obviously we knew there was going to be some tables. But
Final fucking Testament.
Yeah, literally. And
How did you not have testify?
They had fucking Montez Ford doing the testify shit, and it's like, Devon's in the back.
He's literally in catering.
Yeah, he should have went, Montez, get the Devon. Brought Devon out. Like,
honestly, how good would it have been though? Devon had rocked up with. I still love his Reverend Devon gimmick.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if you'd have heard that.
So good.
Oh my name, that would have been fucking awesome. My voice didn't mean to break then, it just did.
Did we ever figure that out? Because again, just dropping all the names because this is what I do. We had Devon on the show, didn't we, a while back?
Devon.
When he was still with WWE, by the way. So just want to throw that out there because now he charges people for interviews and stuff, doesn't he? But we had him when he was still with WWE. But he alluded to the whole Reverend Devon gimmick being swept aside by someone who thought he was getting too over.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we ever figure that out?
No, I don't think we ever figured out who that was. But Reverend Devon was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And that. I reckon he's right though. That could have propelled him into like massive heel stardom there.
Yeah.
And it did kind of just stop.
Yeah. Which is a massive shame.
But yeah, like a nod to Reverend Devon here would have been fucking great.
Yeah.
It would have made it worth watching. But I didn't watch it. I had a nap.
Yeah. And now, after being on WrestleMania, you fucking rocked up on NXT, haven't they? Final Testament. So they've been demoted now, maybe?
Oh, nice, okay.
So now they're on.
I say nice because, yeah, sure,
yeah.
Why not?
I think they might have just won the tag titles, AOP. So
no, I think someone else has won the tag titles.
Did they? I definitely saw these rocking up, and I'm sure they were holding the tag titles up. Unless they beat them down after someone else won.
Yeah, I think even if they may have screwed the existing tag champs over, but Baron and Braun didn't have a match with Final Testament. They had a match with...
You watching NXT on the sly?
No, that's why I don't know who the other guys are.
Only watching for Ariana Grace. Why are we watching NXT?
Sorry. Right. But yeah, I mean, it's not working. Final Testament's not.
It's not working at all.
I mean, honest, the Pride isn't working either.
No.
Like, they've actually just made... I don't know how they've made the whole Montez and Angelo thing worse, to be honest.
Yeah. But now they're realising that they were better when they were the Street Profits, so they're kind of trying to be the Street Profits, but in the Pride.
Street Pride?
Yeah.
Pride Profits?
So, I have no idea what they're doing, but yeah. Again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lashley and the Profits. I don't know.
Piss break match, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, hey ho. AJ,
I carried on having a nap, I'll be honest with you. I was enjoying the nap, didn't bother getting up.
I was more intrigued by the shoot fight thing that they had at WWE World than I was by the match. I'm not going to lie.
You know, I was more hyped for
knowing
what AJ's music was going to be because he told us it was going to be different.
It wasn't even that great either, to be fair.
I know, but when I was more excited to find out what his theme music was going to be because his existing one was a banger and hopefully this one is too.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot about the quality of the match, doesn't it?
To be fair. Yeah. And LA Knight's just like the Slim Jim guy now. And it's
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a match that happened. LA Knight got a win. So good for him, I guess.
And what's the end? Like always, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Like, he's got our respect. Like, if respect were a championship, this guy would be like fucking 16-time champ by now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The triple threat for the US title was pretty good, though. I wasn't a fan of the fact they had the Dancing Prime bottle back again, and it wasn't KSI at this time. It was like Speed.
The other guy who's the other YouTuber guy.
Yeah, I think he's called Speed. A 6-year-old kid knows who he is. That's
okay.
He must be big in YouTube, I guess.
I think I'm guessing if a 6-year-old knows him and he's popular with the younger crowd, he plays video games online and overreacts.
Probably. Definitely with the overreacting. That'll be 100%. Whether it's video games or...
I don't know why I'm throwing shade at YouTubers. But, I mean, it's not like we're on YouTube or anything.
Yeah. You know, the type of... like, I've noticed this, though, as well. Like, even, like, with the thumbnails and everything, like, everyone's just got a little cutout of themselves in the corner going... And it's like...
Maybe we should try it.
You know what I mean? Like, really?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Maybe we're just old and don't get it. I don't know.
We are. It is what it is.
I think we needed a segment with your son, really, who explains to us...
yeah.
Where he just explains to us who Speed is.
Yeah.
Assuming that is in fact the name. And why he's famous. I think that'd be Like, introduce a new segment. Why is this guy famous? Is a new
Hi,
segment
fellow kids. We know about your speed guy.
We drink the primes.
I've got Prime in my fridge, actually. Shit, you know. I've actually started drinking a bit of Prime. Why not? But yeah, good match. Logan continues to impress every single time. I love the stuff with Randy and KO. Their entrance is a bit weird though. Like they did like a bit of and I get that he did it on SmackDown.
Weren't they just nodding to Logan coming out in a car, a supercar?
Well, they did it on SmackDown, and then it was like he just did it again. And I was like, I would have been better if they got their own unique entrance. I think.
Yeah, but let's just mimic each other.
Yeah, but no, Logan. I think he definitely belongs, doesn't he? Let's be honest. So I think he's doing a great job. I'm happy he got the win as well because then, we get to.
Yeah, you got to keep the hate train going.
Exactly. Was it a train? Whatever he was sat on, the Prime bottle thing. The hate. The hate Zamboni.
The hate Zamboni. Not sure that feels sexual. I don't know why.
Maybe.
Want to ride the hate Zamboni? I don't know.
Swiftly moving on. Co-main event: Bayley, Io. Bayley gets her WrestleMania moment. Bayley is the champ. Good one.
Very happy with this.
I am as well. Apparently, she wanted to get Paramore to play her down the ring, but they had scheduling conflict, so she decided to be an Egyptian instead.
Got it. Paramore would have been awesome.
Yeah, to be fair. But apparently, the song that she wants them to play doesn't feel like an entrance theme. People were saying so. Whether that's the case, I don't know. But maybe one year we'll get it. I also would have liked to see a couple of inflatables just for old time's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, the inflatable guys.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah, we didn't get to see that.
As I recall, when she turned heel, she decapitated those dudes.
Yeah, they're dead now. Mm-hmm. Which takes us to the main event. Cody Rhodes finishes his story.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty epic.
Yep.
Pretty epic.
Quality match. Like, what can you say about this? I think it had. I was saying to you before. I think the storytelling was fantastic. I particularly love the bit with when both Cody and Seth are there in the ring, and Roman had to pick which one to attack.
That was such a good callback.
Couldn't resist going for Seth.
Yeah,
and like you say, and Seth was obviously in the Shield gear, so it that was subtle enough. Without WWE treating us like idiots and going, remember this?
Yeah, remember like, Seth did it to him?
They just put him in the similar gear so you can go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I think Seth was like a little bit of an underrated MVP there for that. Because ultimately, it was his final sacrifice, wasn't it? Which
well, that's the thing.
He'd lost his title.
Yeah.
And he didn't need to do anything, but he did anyway.
Yeah.
To finally get rid of the bloodline.
And I thought that was executed beautifully. Like,
yeah.
I'll be honest, this has actually converted me so much that I'm like, okay, maybe him, because I've always been a fan, he should have won it last year. They should have finished the story then. This was a nice end to the story. I think they fucking done it right.
Yeah, this was infinitely better than last year.
There was still, throughout the year, there's been times when you go, what the fuck are we doing here? And you could tell they were clearly coasting until they got to Mania.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this was a fucking good finish to that.
Yeah. So well, we were saying, right, if he would have won at 39, he didn't have any adversity, did he? Came back, WrestleMania, then he tore his pec, and then he won the Royal Rumble, and then was main event WrestleMania. Yeah. There was no adversity really.
Yeah.
But the year he went through, the stuff with The Rock and everything, it was just fucking brilliant.
And it's weird, isn't it? Because I think The Rock acknowledged quite recently, was he on with someone?
Jimmy Fallon?
No, he acknowledged somewhere that the plan was for it to be Roman versus him. And they pivoted. Because a lot of people have gone, no, it was all part of the story, but it wasn't, was it?
No.
Because that's a weird story.
Yeah.
To go, actually, I do want my title match.
Well, this is what...
And there's nothing wrong with pivoting. They course corrected and went, actually, no, people want this. And The Rock's acknowledged that. And I'd love to remember what interview it was, but he acknowledged that he's like, there was a story here that had been worked on for 2 years, and it was right to finish that story. Yeah. And it's like, yes, Rock. But what did he do?
What's it playing? It's playing stuff. Echo, stop.
Nice. Well, what did he do, right?
We're back.
Okay, but what did he do, right? He ran with it. Yeah? He pivoted and he ran with it, and he helped make that story for Cody, because like you say, the last few weeks or months even with The Rock and that seemingly incredibly difficult mountain to climb has been probably the best part of the story for Cody.
Yeah.
So, fantastic.
The thing that worries me though is But we're talking about it's the Triple H era and we're set for this new thing and all that. But The Rock just literally rocked up and was like, nah, I'm in the main event. And it's only because the fans, like, yeah, it's great that he, saw, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do that now. But the fact that he still went ahead and did the whole thing, which they won't talk about now with the whole Cody giving it to The Rock and all that, was fucking, that's worrying, I think.
No, I'll take your point there.
But Cody finished the story. I don't want to shit on it because it was great, but love the Cena and Rock throwback.
Yep.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
Obviously, the Seth stuff was cool. Love Taker. Should have been Austin. Should have been Austin.
Interesting. I wonder why it went.
Well, Vince Russo. So take his word for it if you like. Said that 100% they will have reached out to Austin for this, but knowing Austin like he knows him, it would have had to be all about Austin and not for him to play a small part as like with the many kind of thing. So he thinks that's the reason why he said no, but
I don't know. It doesn't sound like Austin.
Yeah, but I feel like they must have asked him for whatever reason. He hasn't done it, so they pivoted again and gone with Taker. So the pop was awesome. No one expected Taker to be there, but if that glass shattered, would have just been the fucking icing on the cake. Let's be honest. But,
yeah, it would.
Yeah. Cody finishes the story. That whole thing was lovely. Everyone in the ring, the throwback to Bret Hart, lifting him up and stuff, and that was like ushering in a bit of a new era as well back then. So love the throwbacks, and yeah, we are going to be discussing what next for Cody Rhodes, aren't we? In another segment, so keep your eye out for that. But best WrestleMania of all time, up there.
I'm not. It's got to be up there. I can't. I don't want it to sound like a bad thing. I want to say maybe not.
Yeah,
because it's definitely up there. It's in the conversation.
There's always a recency bias.
Way too like. There's a nostalgic bias as well for us.
Yeah,
like there's way too many options at this point to really go. Was it truly the best?
Yeah.
Maybe we do an analysis on that at some point. But it's definitely in the conversation, man. Yeah. Definitely in the conversation. Definitely quality pay-per-view.
Definitely the best 2-night WrestleMania.
Best 2 nights, yeah.
100%, I would say. But of all time, we will have to see. We'll have to crunch those numbers. But yeah, Cody Rhodes is the champion. So what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about what's next for him, and we'll do that later on in the show. Nice. So make sure you like, make sure you comment. What do you think of Mania? Let us know, and we will catch you on the next one.